Recording in progress.
Hi, welcome to our recorded class. And for today, we will learn about our five senses. Now, what is our five senses? These are the body parts that helps us hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. So how about I number first our boxes and let's label these five senses. How about for number one? It is pointing in the ear. Now we have our ear and we use our ear for hearing. We use it for hearing. What is the word here? It's the word here. H-E-A-N-R. That's the word here. And how about for the next one? This one in number two, it's pointing on the nose, and we use our nose to smell the good smell and the bad smells. Good smell may be the food that someone is cooking. Bad smell, it's the stinky garbage. So we have the letters S, M, E, L, and L for the word smell. How about in three? There's a line pointing at the tongue. Now our tongue, it helps us taste food. Like for example, the cake that is sweet, the ampalaya that is bitter, or maybe something that is spicy. So we have the word tasty, A-S-T, and the letter E, taste. How about for number four? It's pointing at the hand. Now, what do we use for our hand? We use it for touching, for feeling. And we can use our hands to feel if something is hot or cold, if it's rough or smooth, or hard and soft. So we have the letters T, O, U, C, and H for the word touch. And the last one in number five, we have the word sight. We have the letters S, I, G, H, and T for the word sight. It helps us see. Now, how about we move to our next work on the screen? Let's see our sight. We have S, I, G, H, and the letter T. We use our eyes to see. And there are things that we cannot touch because it's too far, but we use our eyes so that we can see it. Like we have our sun. The sun is too far, but we can see it. We also have the rainbow. We can use our eyes to look at colors, just like in the rainbow. And we also see the clouds, which are far away, and they are up in the sky. So those are some things that we can see. Now, we also have things that we use to help our eyes to see. Now, what are these things? Let's circle them. Let's make a game out of it. So, I spy things that I use to see. We have the glasses. I have glasses. Now, some people have a hard time seeing because they have poor eyesight. So, they will need glasses just like me. I don't have good eyesight. We also have the magnifying glass. Now, we use this one to make things big when we see it, like the ants. We can use the magnifying glass to make them big and we can see them. We also use the mirror to see ourselves. Now, we use it so that maybe we can wipe away the dirt on our face or to see if we are good. We look good. How about camera? We also use it to see and take pictures. What else? We have the telescope. You can use this one during nighttime to see the night sky and to see the stars and the moon and also the planets. We have the microscope. Now, the microscope, scientists and the doctors and the nurses use this one in a lab to see things that are too small. We don't use the quilt because it doesn't help us see things, but we can feel it. It's soft. Also the bowl. We cannot use it to see things, but you can touch it, it is hard. And this one, potato, we don't use the potato to help us see things. The bag doesn't help us see things, but we can use the binoculars. Now, if you're like an explorer or um, the explorers looking for animals in the forest or jungle, they don't want to go near an animal, they will likely use a binocular. The binoculars to look at animals from far away. And some people, they don't use glasses, but they have contact lenses. And these ones, they are like the glasses, they help us see. Now, these are some things that helps us see, things that we might use to make things bigger for us to see. Now, how about for this one? We have the word sight, S-I-G-H, and the letter T. That's the word sight. And what are the things that you can see here? It says, I can see the fish. You can see the fish and you can color the fish. I will try to color it red. Now, when we use our eyes, we use it to see the colors and the shapes, to see things that are near or far away from us. And with our eyes, we can also tell if something is big or small. Another thing that we can see, I can see the turtle. We have our turtle here. Let's try to color our turtle also. And what color am I using? I'm using red. For now on my screen, I'm using red. What else? It says here, I can see the shark. You can see the shark. So let me color the shark. Our shark is a big animal. So if you're in the ocean swimming, just like the scientists, the ones that check on the animals, they will tell you. With their eyes, they see the sharks and they are big animals. So we use our eyes to see. That's the sense of sight. How about for this one? Let's color the pictures that we use to see and some pictures that we can see with our eyes. So we can use the magnifying glass to help us see, right? Let's color this one. We can also use the telescope to see the things that are far away from us. We can use the microscope for very tiny things, and we have to put those things in the microscope to help us see better. So just like the scientists, they sometimes get the germs in a dish and they check what is in that. We also have the rainbow. We use our eyes to see the colors of the rainbow. So remember, it's far away, but we see with our eyes and we can see the rainbow up in the clouds, in the sky. And what else? The glasses. Some people wear glasses because they have poor eyesight. So they have a hard time seeing, just like me. Now, these are things that we use to see, and the rainbow we see with our eyes. But how about the skunk? We don't use our eyes to smell the stinky skunk. We don't also use our eyes to hear the music coming from the instrument. How about we do the next set of work on our screen here? This time we have the ears for hearing. We have the letters H, E, A, R, I, N, and G. That's the word hearing. We use our ears to hear. Now I will play a sound and you tell me, do they have the same sound with the picture? Is this the sound that the cows make? Let's hear it. It's the mooing of the cow, and the moo of the cow is loud. It's a loud sound. We use our ears to hear it. Another one. Did you hear it? That's the sound of the wind chime. And the wind chime, when the wind blows, it passes by, the wind chime will move and it will make a soft sound. Another one. That's the vacuum. Maybe you have a vacuum in your house and the vacuum is a loud sound. How about for the next one? Now we have here some pictures that we should put a happy face or a sad face too. Now there are two kinds of sounds, the soft sound and the loud sound. Now let's put a happy face for the soft sound, those sounds that are nice to hear, and the loud sound for the sad face. Because they are loud, sometimes loud sounds might hurt our ears if we listen to it for a long time or if it's very loud and our ears are near it. Let's play the sound. So this one, it's the flute. Is it a soft sound or a loud sound? It's a soft sound. So let's put a happy face. Another sound. That one is the marching band, and it's a what? Soft sound or loud sound? It's a loud sound because the marching band, it is filled with the musicians playing instrument, the trumpets, the horn, and the drums all together. And they are also stomping in the street, so it's a loud sound. How about this one? That's a loud sound coming from the fire truck. And we have to put a sad face. But it is good to have a loud sound coming from the fire truck. You know why? Because in the road, cars need to go to the side for the fire truck to move fast. They have to play a loud sound, the siren, so that the cars that pass by will know there is an emergency. There is a fire and the fire trucks needs to go fast to the place where there is burning. So they have to be loud and people needs to know there's an emergency, a fire. How about the last sound? Did you hear that? That was the sound of the harp. And is it a loud sound or soft sound? It is a soft sound. So we have the soft sound for our harp. Now these are the sounds, the soft sound and the loud sound. Some examples of it. Now let's move to another part of our screen work. We have here, the word here. We have the letters H, E, A, and the letter R. For the word here, we use our ears to hear. Now, what do we have here? I can hear H, E, A, and R, the birds. I can hear the birds. Now, these birds, they tweet. In the morning, maybe you can see the birds in your garden or outside your window. What else do we have? I can hear the frog. Now, the frogs, you sometimes hear them when it's raining. They like the rain. So they croak. That's the sound that they make. Croak. Can you do also the sound of the frog? Remember, we have our frogs and they also make the croaking sound. Ribbit, ribbit. Or this one. What's this? It's an insect that makes a buzzing sound. It says here, I can hear the bumblebee. We have our bumblebee and what does it make? It has the z sound. So bumblebees make the z sound. We have the things that you can hear. We have our birds tweeting, the frogs croaking, and the bumblebee buzzing. Now, what are some things that we can hear? Let's color them. We have the amplifiers, maybe on the stage or during a concert. It's a loud sound. We can hear it. We can also hear the loud voice coming out of a megaphone. So sometimes the directors, the ones who make the movies and the films, they use this one to make their voices loud. What else? A musical instrument that is nice to hear when you play it. It's the violin. You can hear the sound coming from the violin. Another set of instruments. You have the drums and then the saxophone and the guitar. They also make sound and you can hear them. You can hear these things. Another one that is loud, it's the siren coming from the fire truck or the fire engine. Remember, it is loud so that people will know there's fire. It's an emergency. So we have our siren. Now, from the pictures here, we need to color the moon. No, the moon, we cannot hear it. It's also too far. We need our eyes to see the moon. And for the quilt, we cannot hear the quilt, but we can touch it and it is soft. We use our hands to hold it. How about we move to the next? This time it's the scent of touch. We use our hands to touch things. We have the letters T, O, U, C, and H for the word touch. Now, what are the things that you can touch? You can touch the rabbit. If you have a pet rabbit, you can touch it and the fur of the rabbit is soft. How about the log? A piece of wood that is cut. The log is hard and it's rough. We also have the hot tea. You have to be careful because the cup of your hot tea, it's hot. And how about the ice cubes? We can touch the ice cubes and it is cold. Now, how about we move to our screen work? Let's sort the pictures that go in the hot and in the cold. Now, what are some things that are hot? Where do we put ice cream? Do we put it in hot? No, I think it doesn't go in hot. Let's put it back. How about the campfire? Is it hot? Yes, you have to be careful when you hold things that are hot because it might burn your hands, your fingers. What else is hot? We also have the food from the oven. Now, you have to wear your mittens to protect your hands when you get the food from the oven when it's cooked. So those things are hot. What are the things that are cold? Maybe you've been somewhere where there is snow. The snowman is cold. It is a cold thing. How about ice cream? It is also cold. It's yummy to eat ice cream when it's hot, right? Because it cools you down. So these are some things that are hot and also cold. And we use our hands to touch to feel if something is hot or cold. And how about for the things that are soft, like the pillow, and hard, like the coconut? Where do we put the sponge? Is it soft or hard? We put it in where? In the soft. The sponge is soft. What else? Where do we put the rock? Soft or hard? We put it in the hard. Rocks are hard. They are not soft. How about the diamond? The diamond, you see it in the rings and in the jewelry that maybe mommy has. The diamond, is it soft or hard? It is hard. Now this one, it's a special rock. The diamond is a special rock. But you see there's a difference there's a difference between the rock and a diamond. A diamond is shiny, but it is also hard like the rock. What else? We have spoon. Is it soft or hard? It is hard. We have to put the spoon here in hard. How about the cotton? Is it soft or hard? It is soft. What else? How about the kitten? When you try to feel the fur of the kitten, it is soft or hard? It is soft. So these are some examples of things that are soft and hard. Now let's move on to the things that we can touch. So we have the letters T, O, U, C, and H for the word touch. We use our hands to touch. I can touch the dog. Maybe you have a pet dog, you can touch him. So your dog will be happy if you pat him on the head. You're touching him. That's how you show love to your pet. You spend time with him and you touch his head. You pat him. What else? We have I can touch the pencil. So we have the word touch, and you use your pencils to write without your hands. You cannot write, so we have to hold it properly. That's our pencil. We can touch it. What else we have? I can touch the butterfly. We have TOUCH for touch. Remember, when we touch our animals, we also need to be gentle. When you see a butterfly, you can also touch it, but you have to be careful. You have to be gentle. So we have our butterfly here and we can touch it. Now, let's move on to some things that we can touch. Now, how about we color the things that we can touch? You can touch your pet. See, like the boy, he is patting his cat. What else can we touch? We can touch our iPad or the cell phones. We need to use our fingers to text or try to push some buttons. What else? The pillow is soft. We can touch it. We can also touch the quilt. It's soft and it's warm and it will keep you snug during nighttime. But what else can we touch that we need to be careful of? So we have our cactus here. It has spikes. Now we have to be careful when touching our cactus because it might prick our finger. We also have this flower. The rose also has thorns on its stem. So this one we have to be careful also. Now, what are some things that we cannot touch? We cannot touch the moon, that's too far. We cannot touch also the rainbow, it's too far. And also the sun, because it's also far. So we use our hands, remember, to touch and to feel. Now, let's move to the scent of smell. We use our nose to smell. So we have the letters S, M, E, L, and L to smell. Now, what are some things that we can smell? The skunk, when it feels attacked, it will release or put out a very stinky smell, and that's a bad smell. How about the boy? He can smell the flowers. Maybe you too, if you have a garden, there's lots of flowers, and flowers smells good. Good smell. So how about we move to this activity? Let's sort the pictures that are good smell and bad smell. How about perfume? Is it a good smell or a bad smell? It is a good smell. Maybe mommy or daddy wears perfume and you can smell it. It's a good smell. The smelly socks, the ones that are not yet uh, put into laundry, are not yet clean. It's a good smell or bad smell? It's a bad smell. It's stinky. It's yucky. Maybe it has germs also. What else? The garbage. Is it a good smell or a bad smell? It's a bad smell, not a good smell, because the rotten food that you cannot eat, the things that you need to throw away, those have bad smells. And the last one, soap. Soap is a good smell. Remember, when we take a bath, we need to use soap to clean our bodies and also make us smell good. So these are some examples of the good smell and bad smell. Now we have our word smell here, the letters S, M, E, L, and L, and we use our nose to smell. Let's read our word here. I can smell. S, M, E, L, and L, smell the flowers. So you can smell the flowers. Sometimes there are flowers that smells good. And there are also other flowers, but it's hard to find them. Those that are in the wild, there are also ones that smell very bad. So we have our flowers here and some of them smells good. What else can you smell? I can smell the pizza. Maybe when you're hungry and mommy or daddy ordered pizza, you can smell it and it smells good because food smells good. It will make you feel hungry. What else? I can smell The strawberry. When you're also hungry, you can smell the yummy strawberries, the juicy, yummy strawberries. So these are some things that you can also smell. Now let's move on to this one. What are some pictures that we can smell? The good smell and the bad smell. We can smell the perfume. That's a good smell. What else can we smell? We can smell the cookies from the oven cooking. We can also smell the stinky skunk. They make bad smells so that the animals that might get them will go away because those animals don't like bad smells. The girl, she can also smell the flowers. And you too, you can smell the flowers. What else can you also smell? The stinky garbage. You will know if something is stinky when you need to throw it away. And another one, the shoes that are not yet clean. That is stinky, smelly, bad smell. But we cannot smell the sun, it's too far. And we don't smell our cell phones, but we touch the buttons. Now, how about for the next one, which is taste? We use our tongue to taste. So we have the letters T, A, S, T, and E. Taste. We use our tongue to taste food, just like the hamburgers. It's yummy. And also the soup. You can taste it. Now, there are foods that we can taste. We can tell if it's sweet, if it's sour, bitter, or if it's spicy and salty. Now we have to sort our pictures here. Have you tried eating these? We have the foods that are sweet and the other foods that are sour. So sweet like the candy and sour like the lemon. What are the foods that we can put if it's sweet? It's the cake. Cakes are sweet, right? Cakes are yummy to eat during our birthdays. So cake is sweet. What else is sweet? We have the honey. Bees make sweet and sticky honey. What are the foods that are sour? Maybe you've tried calamansi. Calamansi, it's sour. What else? The vinegar. Maybe mommy or daddy cooks something with vinegar and that is sour. So these are some examples of foods that are sweet and sour. How about for the foods that are bitter and salty? Bitter like the tea or maybe the ampalaya and salty like the fries. So let's sort them. Medicine. Medicine, sometimes adults drink bitter medicine. So let's put it here. Medicine is bitter. How about chips? Now the chips are salty. You put salt in them to make it salty. Chips are salty. How about for soy sauce? Sometimes maybe mommy or daddy cooks with soy sauce. And soy sauce is salty. How about coffee? Maybe mommy or daddy drinks coffee in the morning. Coffee is bitter, but you can add sugar to lessen the bitter taste. So we have the things that are flavored with bitter flavor and salty flavor. Now, how about for this one? We have the word taste, T, A, S, T, and the letter E. Remember, we use our tongue to taste our food. And in our sentence, I can taste the cake. You can taste the cake. And cake is a yummy and sweet food. What else can you taste? I can taste the apple, the crunchy, juicy, red apple. An apple is a healthy snack. It's a fruit. So you can taste that one. And what else can you taste? I can taste The hamburger. And you can also taste it. Hamburgers are yummy. Hamburgers are savory. So we have our hamburger. You can taste it also. Now, what are some things that you can taste? The ones that you can eat. You can taste the sundae. The sundae ice cream, it's yummy, it's sweet. You can taste the pizza, the toppings of the pizza like the cheese and the sausages. Those are salty. We have the watermelon, the sweet, juicy watermelon. And also the apple. You can taste the juicy sweet apple. And the last one, a candy that you might like, the sweet lollipop. You can also taste it. You cannot taste the megaphone. That's for you to use to make your voice loud. And you use your ears to hear the sound from the megaphone. The amplifier, you cannot taste that. You can hear the sounds coming out from the amplifier. Now, let's sort the things here. We have our things, and what do we use? What 5 senses do we use? We use our nose to smell the stinky food. We use the sense of taste to taste the juicy orange. We use our ears to hear the sound from the radio. We use our eyes to see the colors of the rainbow. And we feel and touch, but we have to be careful if the cactus will prick us. So those are the 5 senses that we have. Remember, the nose for smelling, the eyes for seeing, the tongue for tasting, the hands and fingers for touching, and the ears for hearing the sounds. And how about I end our class for today? I hope you listened well and watched this video of our lesson about the 5 senses. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.